Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is our Simple Abundance year with Sarah Bond Bronick's book, Simple Abundance. And I wonder if you can hear the rain. Can you hear the rain? I opened the window. It's actually a little bit chilly today, but I'm enjoying listening to the rain. In Sarah's Simple Pleasures, the Joyful Simplicities for April, she talks to us about just cozying up with a blanket and listening to the rain. It's not coming down at a really fast pace right now, but it's meditative. And also another one of her joyful simplicities is to collect rainwater and then use it to wash your hair. I'm wondering if you've ever done that before. She said in the Victorian time period that women felt like that was a luxury and it made their hair even softer. I did collect rain a couple of years ago for some girlfriends with my Simple Abundance ladies, and I gave them the rainwater in little pumpable glass jars, and I did it anyway. I think they did too. It was just a fun little ritual, like a passing of the time for spring, I suppose. I can't say I felt like it really softened up my hair or anything, but it was something fun to do. So I wonder if you might do that. Today's entry is April 17th, and it's a perfect tie-in to the conversation about washing your hair with rain because it's called Making Peace with Your Hair. And I wonder where you're at with your thought about your hair. Is it something that you feel like has a mind of its own? Or is it something that you've just decided that you're going to cope with? She kind of explains that, well, in her opinion, she feels like she doesn't know any woman that loves her hair. And I don't know if I could say that. It's not really a conversation that I have with friends often, but I really like my hair. I do, I know it doesn't always look amazing or anything, but if I had to say how I felt about it, then I would say I could go so far as to say I love my hair. I'm really happy with the way that it just sort of curls on its own. I don't feel like it's something that I'm constantly annoyed with or battling with. But I also, maybe I don't care a whole lot about it. I think some people really care a lot about it, and they put time and money and a lot of effort into it, and I can't say that I do. I don't color it. I don't really get it cut on a regular basis. Aside from one time in my life where I cut my hair pretty short, I've pretty much always looked the same. Maybe I had some bangs or didn't have bangs, but my hair has pretty much been the same for 44 years or so. So I don't feel like it's something that I'm battling with or feeling like I have to make peace with it, but I do agree with her that it can be something that people aren't happy with a lot of the time. She does say hair is a living, powerful, metaphysical energy force to be respected, reckoned with, and reconciled to, but it cannot be controlled any more than an atomic fusion. Most of us exist under a collective hallucination, the American feminist writer Naomi Wolf calls, quote, the beauty myth. We have all been brainwashed into believing that if we can just get the right shampoo, conditioner, color, and cut, our hair will finally behave like that woman in the display, professional television, film, and fashion, who, by the way, did not style her own hair. Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do get what she says later on. It's like, you will never look like you do when you come home from the hairstylist. That's why, like, for special occasions, it's always been a pleasure to go and get like a really specially done hairdo, because the professionals really do know what they're doing. And I know that I hardly ever use a hair dryer to begin with. I usually just let my hair dry. But I've not mastered that whole thing of like blowing it out and curling it at the same time. I do like how I look, and if it's something really like a special occasion, then I will take the time and money to go make that happen. So I can appreciate her saying that you just really don't ever look like the way you did. The way that we make peace with our hair is we need to accept it and acknowledge its personality, whether it's thick or thin, coarse or fine, straight or curly, the way it breaks when treated, or it's getting gray, or insists on parting down the middle. Getting to know your hair and working with it instead of constantly fighting it is the first step towards reconciliation and a peace of mind. And then she goes on to give us suggestions about if you're unhappy with your hair and you're thinking about changing it, that you really spend a lot of time. I mean, you could use your illustrated discovery journal for that, but finding pictures of the hairdos that you really like a lot. And also, she makes a good point. Consider the time you're willing to spend working with your hair every day. Because if you do get sort of a really unique style that requires a lot of extra work, then you're going to have to put a lot of daily work into it. Excuse me. She also says, no matter what, do not give in to impulse. We all have days when we scream, I've got to do something with my hair, but those are not the days on which to do it. Like she means to go out and get a new haircut. Remember, the hair you know is easier to handle than the hair you don't. But be open to change, because there are few joys in life that can equal finding and becoming that can equal finally finding a becoming hairstyle. Above all, learning to accept your hair is part of the process of learning to love yourself. What do you think? Have you made peace with your hair? I know for me, I do have a little bit of gray happening. It doesn't bother me though. I know there are people that don't find gray attractive. I'm just sort of waiting to see how my hair looks. I personally think it looks really great when somebody just has a very natural look. So I'm hoping that I will be happy with how it looks. But only one time in my whole life did I ever have highlights for about 6 months, and I never kept them up or anything. I let them grow out. So I've never colored my hair ever, and I'm so low maintenance with it. I don't use a lot of products in it either, that when I get it cut, they're always telling me how healthy it is. So I think that's just because I haven't treated it chemically for years. I know some people got an early start with adding stuff, especially in the summer, to bring out the highlights and stuff. And then by the time they get to be a little bit older, their hair is just so fried. But I don't have that issue, and I'm sort of earthy, crunchy person, so I kind of am pretty lax about my hair. But I'd love to hear what your feelings are about your hair, and whether you feel like it's something that you feel like you are trying to come to peace with, or if you have any suggestions for others about how you came to peace with it. I have a frisky kitty here, if you can hear her. It's probably because I have the window open and she's smelling all the spring smells out there. Hope you're enjoying the spring. I hope you'll consider just sitting and listening to the rain. So soothing. It's nice when when it's really, really pouring and you can sort of listen to that. I don't like thunder and lightning, but I don't mind the rain. And think about gathering some to wash your hair with. Let me know if you do that. Hope you're having a relaxing day and thinking about the simple joys of April and the ways that you can make peace with your hair today. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video.